What's up, guys? Chris from One More Cast. So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. There's some really big incoming tide right now. Now I wasn't going to be able to take my kayak out today, so I decided to get up, and it's been a while since I fished any kind of structural like bridge or anything, so I'm heading to a bridge that I've fished for quite a while now, and I'm gonna see if I can't hook into maybe a tarpon or a snook, see if I can't get something nice running through there. It's really dark. I don't know how the GoPro is gonna really work being in the dark. I brought plenty of lights, but most likely I'm only gonna record when I'm hooked into a fish, so there's not gonna be a lot of footage, but if I can hook into a fish, then I'm definitely gonna record, and I'm gonna turn on my lights, and hopefully I can get a lot of good action on the GoPro. So I'm about to be pulling up there now, and I'm gonna try to get into some fish. I'll see you guys soon. There's a really big black drum right here. Look at that. A nice old snook right there. Look, just fell out of his mouth. Just fell out of his mouth. The Zman. He's 29 inches. Nice. What's up, guys? So that's the end of the video. I'm actually on my way home now. Couldn't stay out much longer, but it was a good night. I caught that one snook. He was 29 inches long. I mean, he put up a good fight. I actually thought it was a tarpon when I first hooked up on him, because he jumped so much. I know the video of me actually fighting the fish is gonna be dark. It's gonna be hard to see, but once I landed it, I got some light on him, and hopefully that makes it to where you guys can see a little bit more. I know filming in the dark is really rough because you need some pretty good lighting, but I wanted to try it out, see how it'd look, if I need to add more light next time. So, you know, just wanted to go try it out tonight. I actually ended up missing one. He hit it, and he took off so fast into the pylon of the pier that I didn't have time. By the time I pushed the button on the GoPro to record, I was already broke off. So I ended up missing a nice one and got broke off. That was on my light tackle pole though, so I wasn't really expecting to land anything big on that pole. But other than that, it was a good night. I hope you guys liked this video. I'm gonna start doing some more structure fishing also. I mean, it's something I've done for years. I've always fished these bridges around here and stuff, and especially from land. I'm gonna start doing that more. Now that I have a GoPro, I'm gonna try to film it. I'm gonna find more ways to get better lighting also. But I'll see you guys next time, and remember, there's always time for one more cast. What's up, guys? Chris from One More Cast. So because this video I did last night was so short, it's only ended up being like a 5-minute video. I'm just gonna include the tackle talk in this video. But it was a good night. You know, I got out there around 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a really strong incoming tide. When I first got out there, I was walking down and I actually seen a black drum. I mean, it's huge. Had to have been a 60-pound black drum. It was a big black drum. I threw the power prawn at it, tried to get him to bite it, but he didn't want nothing to do with it. And then actually on the way back in, later on, my buddy Manny came and met me down there. We were on our way back in, and he ended up seeing it. He threw his power prawn at it, trying to get the hit, but didn't have any luck. But pretty much it was a good night though. You know, I caught that 29-inch Snook. I mean, I had a good feeling about those Z-Mans. I had a really good feeling about them. I even actually posted on my Snapchat like 3 hours earlier, 4 hours earlier in the day, that like that combination with that eye strike jig head and that paddle tail was gonna catch a nice fish. So it actually ended up paying off. But I'm gonna go over a little bit of what I used though. So I started out with these Hopkins. This is a bucktail jig. I tried it out. This one's actually really heavy. It's 2 ounces, so I think it's a little heavy for where I was fishing. These are just ones I've had on me for a while now, and I bought them a while back, so I just wanted to try them out. Didn't have any luck on that. I'm gonna get some. I want to get about a 1/2 ounce to 3/4 ounce flare hawk. I think those would do a lot better. My buddy's been killing it on them, and he actually makes his own, so I'll probably get some from him and, you know, start fishing with those. But didn't have any luck on this. There was a lot of structure where I was fishing, so I kept feeling it getting hung up, so didn't have too much luck on that. So after I took that off, I went ahead and I seen stuff pop on top of the water. So this is a top dog from MinnowZ-Eye. It's a big top water, and the tide was ripping in, so I figured this would be the way to go. I was working this around the top, walking the dog. Didn't really have too much luck on it. Didn't have anything pop at it, didn't have anything swipe at it, didn't hear any blow-ups on it, so didn't really have any luck on it. So I put that, and then on that big of reel, that's my 6,000 reel. Working on top water on that it was kind of rough, so I just didn't end up wanting to throw it anymore. I didn't have anything else I wanted to put on that reel either, so just kind of set that one aside for the rest of the day. So what I was started throwing after that was these power prawns. I started throwing the power prawn. I had that on, and this is a 1/4 ounce jig head because I wanted it to sink a lot slower, look more natural with the incoming tide. I actually ended up having something hit this, take off, and by the time he hit it, because I was throwing next to the pylons on the bridge, by the time he hit it and took me around the bridge, he broke me off like almost instantaneously. And that was on my Quantum, which has 15-pound braid, and I had 30-pound fluorocarbon on it. So I wasn't really expecting to get a big one in, especially next to structure. I was using that one more. I was kind of casting it out away from the bridge, and then I was hoping something would grab it out there, but it ended up grabbing it right next to the bridge. So I did have something hit it, but I eventually took this off because I was starting to make my way more toward the to the pier part, and I was gonna start skipping. So what I ended up putting on was, and I don't know why, but this one's already pre-rigged. I just wanted to find something that was already ready to go in my tackle box. But this is the little mullet, and this is actually the one on the Mustad 1/8 ounce. This is a 3/0 hook. It actually sat on this hook very well all night. I didn't have to really adjust it too many times. I got bumped once. That's the only time I had to adjust it. Other than that, it sat on this hook very well. So I mean, I'm gonna leave this tied up. I plan on going out later on today, a little bit later in the afternoon. So I'm gonna leave that tied up because I'm definitely gonna throw that underneath some docks later. But didn't catch anything on that. Had a few swipes. That's it. Now the Z-Man Hercules. Let's see. I thought I had one. This is the pack it came in, but it's the this was the DieZel color right here. This is the one. I had this tied on. I only threw this a few times just because I had it on my Penn Battle right here, and I only have 10-pound braid, and it had 30-pound leader. So I didn't want something to hit this and then break me off instantly, because I had already got broke off with that 15-pound braid. I didn't want to take the chance of losing anything. I did throw it a few times. I didn't have any luck on it, but just because when you're land-based and you can't move, you have to be able to lock your drag down. And with this being the 2500 reel and 10-pound braid, I wanted to be able to lock it down that close to structure. I would have lost the fish. So I brought this really as a backup pole. If one of my other poles went down for some reason, because that's happened before, then I would have a backup pole. I'm definitely going to throw that later on tonight, though. I'll be in my kayak and I'll have a lot more control of where I'm at, be able to work the fish out. So I'm going to leave that tied on for a little bit later. So the one that got it done. Now I went and got these 5-inch DieZel minnows. I figured I want a big fish, I want to throw a big bait. I had that on a, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 1/2 ounce. This is the Redfish Eye by Eye Strike. Has a longer shake on it, so it comes out further in the back. The Trout Eye has a shorter shake, so it would have came out right here. I mean, I threw this 4 times and then finally had a snook come up and grab it. And I actually was throwing, I had that on, I've had this reel for about 8 years now. It's my Penn Fierce. This is the Fierce 2. It's like 6 to 8 years I've had this. It's a 4000. I've got 30-pound braid on it, and I was running 50-pound fluoro on it. And this is that custom rod that my buddy Dale made me. It worked awesome. I felt the thump. This is definitely gonna be my structure fishing pole. I mean, it worked. I mean, this pole pulled that snook out of the pier very, very easily. It had a lot of backbone in it. This rod helped me get that fish a lot. But I'm gonna end up going out later on today. Like I said, I had 30-pound Seaguar on 2 of my poles and 50-pound on the other 2. Like I said, it was a good night. Caught that nice fish, and I'm gonna get out there later and try to fish some docks in my kayak and see if I can't get something else done. But hope you guys liked the video, and remember, there's always time for one more cast. I'll see you later.